you hear me? With Unico Williams. That's right, it's your boy coming at you on a Monday, as I always love to do, because Monday started to become a pretty cool part of the Woo! So happy to be back amongst you all. So here's the deal. You know the deal. Make sure that you like and subscribe to Unico Williams, UNIQO space Williams on YouTube. I appreciate everybody that pulls up. You know, I like when you do that. I like when you do that. Also, I appreciate everybody that comes up on the live. I'll do all the things. Unico _ Williams on Twitter. Do all that stuff. Do all the things. You can check me out. Check me out. I'm out here. I'm doing the things. Okay. Now, speaking of doing things. One more time, make sure that you like and subscribe, okay? Just do all the things. If you do all the things, then everybody's going to be fine, okay? Now, breaking news. Now, we just had a conversation about this. I had this conversation with Afro Kami. I had this conversation with Zelman just the other day. We did not think that the United Healthcare CEO, the alleged excellent, would be caught, which we're still not sure about, but it's been reported, and I got to get some news out of Acapulco, Pennsylvania. I got to call my cousin Sakari and get some more in-depth information. I may have to call her on this here while I'm right here. But here's the deal. Quick thing, United Healthcare CEO. You know how people feel about big insurance and health insurance, and how people appear to be getting taken advantage of in regards to insurance. I know me personally, I pay for insurance ever since I've ever worked, and I've never had to use it, right? So they just got a whole bunch of pocketed money, where there's also other people that actually need the insurance. So people have ill will against insurance companies because basically they're just banking up bread. So somebody may have taken issue with the CEO of the United Healthcare insurance. Cool. Okay. I mean, well, not cool, but they have the reasons they dislike it. Okay. So in New York City at about 6:45 a.m. a couple of days ago, pow, somebody came, how you like me now? And now he's been gunned down, and there was a private memorial service for the CEO. Now let's take it back a little bit. Mind you, remember when I told y'all that they be holding all the bread and from your taxes, I mean from your checks, and put them into insurance? And well, the reward from the New York Police Department, NYPD, as y'all so lovingly call them, they offer $10,000 for somebody that makes, I believe, allegedly $23 million in salary a year. They said New York Police Department, NYPD, was like, look, we got 10 bands for anybody that can help us, right? Okay. Well, there was this big escape. He got out of there. He went to Central Park. Apparently, there's no cameras in Central Park. So, I don't know. Remember, there was a Central Park 5 thing that had, I don't know about the camera situation in Central Park. I don't know. I'm not a New Yorker. But I know some people out east, and they be keeping me on my toes, and they let me know what's going on. But here's the deal, Banana Peel. What they're trying to say is, so, he went through the park, and he dropped a backpack, and it had all Monopoly money in there, just, as a big FU. Because it's a Monopoly. You want medications at a lower price? It's Monopoly. You got to go with us. You need us. Insurance. So, at any rate, we don't know anything about this gun. A lot of stuff was going on. But apparently, this person of interest. So, this is how it happened. So, this person of interest, who everybody's been trying to find, right? This person of interest in the killing of United Healthcare CEO was sitting there eating. Where's he sitting there eating at? McDonald's in Altoona, Pennsylvania, when an employee of the restaurant called police. NYPD Chief of Detectives Joseph Kinney said. Kinney credited the tip to the wide circulation of a photo the NYPD released last week of the person without a mask on. Luckily, quote, a citizen in Pennsylvania recognized our subject and called local law enforcement, he said. Kinney said that at this point in our investigation, we don't think he was trying to flee the country. I mean, he just left from New York, went to Altoona, Pennsylvania, and went to McDonald's, and they're trying to say that they've identified this person as Luigi Mangione. Okay. First of all, well, let's circle back around to McDonald's employee real quick and just see what's in it for them. Was it the 10? Did you do it for the 10K? Um, anyway, so apparently he had when the police came, there was a manifesto, quote unquote, and it had two quotes. These parasites had it coming, and I do apologize for any strife and trauma, but it had to be done. A police official who has seen the document told CNN. This is quoting CNN. So apparently, this document railed against the healthcare industry and suggested violence is the answer, according to the official. Well, violence is not quite the answer, but it gets the conversation going about what people are doing. You know, there's look throughout history. Um, anyway, they're also saying that that Luigi was arrested in Pennsylvania. He had a ghost gun that may have been 3D printed. Okay. Um, so basically, it's a gun that had the capability of firing a 9mm round in a suppressor, and they're thinking it may have been done by a 3D printed gun. And they're going to find out more after they do some ballistics testing. But ghost guns are untraceable, self-assembled firearms, often put together with parts sold online, sometimes in as little as 30 minutes. Blah blah blah. Purchasing kits to build ghost guns online does not require background checks, so buyers can sidestep typical requirements that might come with buying a firearm. That comes from CNN's Doc and Andoni. I don't know why he knows about this, but let's keep it going. Um, so yeah, they found like the manifesto, and then the parent company of the CEO thanks authorities after the arrest of CEO shooting suspect. Now let's dive a little bit deeper into this for a second. NYPD was offering 10K to find this person of interest. Keep in mind, keep in mind that United Healthcare didn't put up, and we're going to match anything. They didn't even say we'll match your 10K. I mean, they could have been like, man, this is our CEO, this is our leader, this is our chief executive officer. We putting up 2 million. We putting up, matter of fact, we was gonna have to pay him 23 million this year anyway. I got 23 million to figure out who this is. NYPD said 10K. United Healthcare did not match it. So now it's to the point like, how are the police going to try and tie evidence to this man that's in custody? Because mind you, I don't think it's over because he got away with it this long in a very populated place. They're just saying that they could come up with, if the ballistics match, it could be very strong evidence. They tested a fingerprint recovered from the burner phone, and that hasn't turned up any matches. And I guess he like ate like an energy bar and he drank an energy drink or something like that. And yeah, there is going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem for the police to really get evidence. Um, but it's interesting because the private service for him was being held today too. So he gets caught. They only want 10. So the suspect, the alleged assailant, gets caught. 10K was the reward, and it just so happened to be holding a private service for the CEO today as well. What is that? That's justice, right? That's just the universe. So what we do know about him is that apparently he went to the University of Pennsylvania. Okay, got it. He's 26. I believe he has a degree from Harvard or some kind of Ivy League school. Yeah, whatevs. So apparently, investigators deployed drones, canine units, and even scuba divers during the search. In addition to combing through hours of video, which led to the photo of the suspect without a mask on, um, that added to the tips. And then obviously, he was just sitting there eating at McDonald's in Pennsylvania. So that's how he was caught. Suspect called infamous Unabomber a political revolutionary as it pertains to his manifesto, if you will. He did write like a very glowing um, review of the anti-technology manifesto written by Ted Kaczynski. You don't know him probably, y'all, because anyway, he was sending deadly bombs through the mail between 1978 and 1995. Is the Unabomber. Yeah, he was a thing. It's easy and quickly and thoughtlessly write this off as a manifesto of a lunatic in order to avoid facing some of the uncomfortable problems it identifies, but it's simply impossible to ignore how prescient many of his predictions about modern society turned out. He was a violent individual, rightfully in prison, who maimed innocent people, while the actions tend to be characterized as those of a crazy Luddite. However, they are more accurately seen as those of an extreme political revolutionary. Violence never solved anything is a statement uttered by cowards and predators. He had the balls to recognize that peaceful protest has gotten us absolutely nowhere. Um, I mean, that's what we got on him. Like he's some super smart kid. He's 26. He's some super smart guy. And he just took his thoughts and interpreted his thoughts on what he's read and what he's seen and what he's read in the past and what he sees now. It's okay. It's wrong to hurt innocent people, but he didn't blow up a building. He attacked a guy, and I mean, the guy has a family. I'm sure. I do have sympathy for his family and the people that care about him. But as it pertains to insurance and what that entails and what it takes to be that kind of person to, lead up something that is probably disproportionately and, not good to people in regards to them being their customers, but they're saying we're helping. I don't know. They also said that the new he used a New Jersey license plate or license to check into a hotel. They're calling them hostels. Why are y'all calling them hostels in the media now? Just trying to make stuff more scary because we all seen hostel. Like, dude, he checked into a hotel. All right. Um. Yeah. So that's where I'm at, man. He graduated in 2020 with a master's and bachelor's degree in computer science and a minor in mathematics. Um, and he was a part of Phi Kappa Psi fraternity. Um, he's still registered to vote at his parents' house. Um, yeah, and his parents are like super rich real estate developers, and his mom is a philanthropist who died last year. And so the Mangione family owns Lorien Health System. So keep this in mind. The Mangione family owns Lorien Health Systems, a nursing home chain in Maryland, and Luigi volunteered there in 2014, according to his LinkedIn page, which might be where he heard a lot of stories about how I can't get the meds that I need because my insurance company. He might have heard some things that tugged at his soul, him feeling like maybe he's in a place that he can actually help, and then he wasn't able to once he peacefully protested. That's a possible thing. So we'll keep our eyes posted on this. I'm gonna keep on reporting. I'm gonna keep on updating y'all on this. But I was gonna talk about Jay-Z, but we're gonna talk about this. So maybe tomorrow. But y'all know the deal. Please make sure that you like and subscribe to Nico Williams on YouTube. If you're watching right now on Facebook, or you're watching on live right now, Twitter, X. Make sure you follow me on YouTube as well. I need that. I appreciate that. Also, make sure that, I can't say it enough, make sure that you like and subscribe to the channel. So with that being said, thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Do You Hear Me? Nico Williams. Holla. Thanks for watching. Make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms. Don't forget, every Thursday, the full podcast is on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and mama, I'm on Spotify. Overall 99 ENT bring you videos from Friday all the way to Friday. So be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate it. Again, thank you so much.